Stars make every player on the team better. Of his natural ability physically of being able to play with such great energy, his intelligence, basketball intelligence, all those things I think were remarkable. I enjoyed coaching Michael Jordan because he had a respect for coaches and he had a desire to play at a peak level, and he's willing to follow instructions without, wanting to over-dominate the game. Even as a young player, there were times in the fourth quarter where he would make up the difference in a ball game on his own. I had to bring Michael in my office and say, Michael, when's the last time someone who led the league in scoring won a championship? Thought about it a bit. He said, Rick Barry. I said, yeah, that's right, in the 70s. But it's very rare that person that wins scoring championship is also on a championship team. So one of the things we're going to do is we're going to move the ball around and we're going to take the spotlight off you all the time. Equal opportunity offense. Well, what's going to happen when the 24-second clock gets under 5 seconds? We'll coach the players how to get the ball to you in that particular time so you can activate the ball. Save that terrific scoring ability for the fourth quarter. He laughed and he accepted the responsibility. And the other thing that we did is we moved him from a guard to a forward position. We really wanted to win the series in Chicago, Game 5, and we lost this game and we flew out to Utah to play the 6th game, and Michael said, we're going to end it tonight. You guys get ready for this ball game because we're not going 7. Going into the game, we kind of knew what we had to do to win the game. You had to play close, but come out and win the game in the last 5 minutes. The timeout that I did take with about 40-some seconds to go. That was the key, because knowing Jerry Sloan and having coached against him many times, I knew that if we could go down and score and make it a one-possession game, that he wouldn't call a timeout. We'll run the open. Dennis will, run a pick or set a pick or slip a pick, depending upon what Ostertag does. And Michael, you could double back on Malone if you have the ability. You saw the crowd rise behind that whole activity. You could see the anticipation that they had that this was a crucial moment. Michael changed the idea and pulled up for the jumper instead of taking it to the hoop and finished it. We called that season The Last Dance, and I thought, for an ending of a career, there could have been nothing sweeter than what Michael had just done.
All right, fellas, let's get out of the box quickly. Louis, to your last time, take a shot.
What time is it?
Game time! Move!
Every great plot has its twist. Game 5 of the NBA Finals was no exception. In fact, it may have shifted the momentum in this series. Michael Jordan was hitting the back of the rim all night. Meanwhile, Karl Malone finally found his rhythm, 39 points. And he had help, most notably from an unlikely source, forward Antoine Carr. Called upon in the second half, Carr had 5 attempts from the field. He made all 5. Chicago couldn't close it out at home, so we're back in Utah for Game 6, coming up next.
Dusk here in Salt Lake City, Utah, as we get ready for tonight's big game. We now go over to Dan Roberts, the PA announcer for tonight's game.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to the Delta Center for game number 6 of the NBA Finals with the Chicago Bulls and our Utah Jazz. And now, introducing the starting lineup for the Chicago Bulls. Wearing number 13, the starting center at 7'2" from New Mexico, Luke Longley. On the guard line, number 9 at 6'6", from Miami of Ohio, Ron Harper. Wearing number 7, starting forward at 6'11" from Croatia, Toni Kukoc. Wearing number 33, starting forward at 6'7" from Central Arkansas, Scottie Pippen. And at guard, number 23 at 6'6" from North Carolina, Michael Jordan. The Bulls are coached by Phil Jackson. And now the starting lineup for your Utah Jazz. Running forward number 3 and 6 from Long Beach State, Brian Russell. The starting center, number 31 and 6'9" from Denver, Adam Keefe. John, number 14, at 6'4" from Iowa State, Jeff Augustin. On the guard line, number 12 at 6'1" from Gonzaga, John Stockton. Starting forward, number 32. At 6'5", from Louisiana Tech, the mailman, Karl Malone. The Jazz are coached by Jerry Sloan. One more time.
Welcome, everyone, to Salt Lake City, Utah, for Game 6 of the NBA Finals between the Chicago Bulls and the Utah Jazz. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Coach, the Jazz need to win 2 in a row, but these rabid...
And if they win tonight, Kevin, Game 7 would also be here on their home court. So this crowd could have a decided impact on the final outcome. And
in the first 2 games here in Salt Lake City, Clark, Jordan and Pippen, Kukoc also, combining to go 4 for 23 from 3. It's unheard of.
It really is, Kevin, and the Jazz with a bit more size and strength inside, it sure would help Chicago if they can space the floor a little better tonight and knock down some of those perimeter shots.
On the floor for the Chicago Bulls, Luke Longley is at the 5. The forwards, Scottie Pippen and Tony Kukoc. And at the guard positions, Ron Harper and the great Michael Jordan. And so for the Utah Jazz, it's Adam Keefe and Karl Malone inside. Brian Russell at the 3 and also tasked with defending Michael Jordan. And the skilled backcourt of Jeff Hornacek and John Stockton.
When you look at how the Bulls have played on the road this postseason, they're only 4-4. And most of those losses have come against their toughest opponents, Utah and Indiana.
Now here's Jordan. Here he goes. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, that's an easy, effortless make right into the rim.
Yeah, you know this. You usually get only looks like this in the layup line. The defense has to make it harder on him right there.
Clark, of course, it took Chicago 7 games to get past Indiana, and as a former Pacer, I know how proud you are of those players from Indianapolis.
No question about it, Kevin, being part of that franchise's history and seeing that Indiana team push the Bulls harder than any team had during this dynasty, impressive.
It was. And a big Game 5 for Tony Kukoc. You know, Clark, he made as many shots in just 13 attempts as Jordan and Pippen made collectively in a combined 42. I mean, that's just amazing.
Yeah, his efficiency was off the charts, and I don't think the Bulls fed him enough. They got to remedy that tonight, though, Kevin.
You're right. Here's Stockton after the made shot from Michael Jordan. Malone trying to break free. The offensive rebound and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And Karl Malone, the 1997 league MVP, has a full package of offensive firepower. Inside, outside, he gets it done in multiple ways.
And first team all defense 2 years running. Give him credit. He's an elite two-way player.
Here's Stockton after the made shot from Scottie Pippen. Keith passes to Malone. Second shot opportunity. Tries yet again. He lays it in. Malone's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, that big reach of Malone, so effective on the glass, helping him to get to the loose ball so he can throw it back in the hole.
Count that bucket.
Tell you what, he looks laser focused out of the gate. Scary thought for the defense when he's locked in like that.
And you worry about just how quickly he's working himself into a rhythm. Not what the D wants.
And a big question in this game will be how effective Scottie Pippen can be with this back spasm issue.
Well, in Game 5, he was only 2 of 16 from the floor. But he gave them 11 boards, 11 assists, and 3 steals. Can he find a way to impact the game tonight?
Like he did in Game 5, you're right. And the 3 ball is good.
Nice find from Harper there, recognizing he had an open teammate, gave it up to him.
Harper against Stockton. Hornacek outside. Malone left side. Just 5 to shoot. And Malone with the stuff. Hey, Clark, with the injury issues to Pippen and Harper, so much falling on the big shoulders of Michael Jordan.
And we know those shoulders are broad and capable, and we're used to thinking of Michael Jordan as superhuman, but he's now in his 30s playing big minutes. Does he have enough to climb another hurdle? We'll see.
It's going to be interesting to find out. Malone can't hit. Chicago leading by 6. The Bulls with the finish line in sight, looking for their 6th ring in the last 8 years.
My goodness, taking the chance to add a little extra spice with that throwdown.
Yeah, just another message to the defense that they are in control of this one.
I think the message is received. The defense knows these guys are making them look powerless.
And Mike, coming into this game, Malone said he wanted to attack the paint early.
That's right. Looking to put pressure on the rim and, if possible, get Rodman and Longley in early foul trouble.
And here's Stockton. Following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan. Hornacek passes to Stockton. Hornacek with it. Pass to Keith. Banked in off the glass.
And in the 4th quarter of Game 5, John Stockton didn't attempt a single field goal. Jerry Sloan would like him to be a little more assertive with his scoring tonight.
He's been an outstanding field goal percentage shooter throughout his career and in this series, Mike, so no real reason for him not to look for his shot.
Pippen with the bucket.
Still in the 1st quarter, and they've already carved out a double-digit lead.
In complete control thus far. They couldn't have asked for a better start.
Here is Keith. Out to Russell. Fires the 3. Connects from 3-point range. Russell's got 5.
Boy, I love Russell's versatility. He's a good scorer who can get his points within the flow of the offense, and you love that as a teammate.
Count it good. 9 points here for Scottie Pippen.
Right out of the starting blocks. They've been dominant at the offensive end.
And that early momentum has helped them put together a nice lead.
Stockton passes to Keith, and he dunks it down.
Powering it down. Look at Keith using his physical abilities to great effect.
With a step back, and Scottie Pippen again. 11 points in the game.
Quality shot from mid-range there. They are clicking right now offensively.
Well, when you've been successful in the paint and beyond the arc, that mid-ranger opens up.
And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for the Bulls. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Back to the action in just a minute. Welcome back to the 2nd quarter of the NBA Finals, Game 6 here in Utah. As the Chicago Bulls look to close out the jam. But do they have enough left in the tank to get it done? Jazz trail by 10.
And these Bulls have to feel like the time is now to close out the series. They do not want it getting to a Game 7 on the road.
So with Rodman on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. Jordan is out there with Harper. Then there's Pippen. Then it's Tony Kukoc. And it's Longley in at the center, locking down the middle.
Hard to shoot over 7'2". Longley getting all of that one.
Clock at 2. The shot by Isley, no good. And Clark, the Bulls looking to close it out tonight. Critical since very few teams have been able to win a finals Game 7 on the road.
And you know what, Kevin? If it got to that point, all the momentum. The Bulls got to play like this is the Game 7 here.
Oh, once again, you've mapped it out well, Clark. Seems to me, Clark, like the Bulls doing a pretty good job of containing the terrific Karl Malone.
Well, you're saying the same thing I'm seeing. And after his big showing in Game 5, Kevin, they knew that would be a critical element tonight. Bottle up Malone.
That's right. Top of the priority list. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for the Jazz, Karl Malone, shooting 1.
One shot.
And through gritted teeth, Pippen still, coach, getting it done.
Every step is a challenge with that back pain, but he's gutting it out for his teammates.
Looking to stretch this lead out even further, going right after his shot.
And the defense continues to not be up to the challenge.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Hornacek against Jordan. Hornacek passes to Malone. And the jam by Karl Malone. So, Mike, the mailman, Karl Malone, as intended, doing damage inside.
The Bulls lack anyone who can really slow him down in there.
And for a word on why we're in Utah today, here's David Alder.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, if you asked me what was the most important regular season game, undoubtedly it would be the one in midseason here at the Delta Center. The Jazz trailed the Bulls by 24 points early, but they rallied to win. If you change that outcome, this series would have opened and ended in Chicago rather than Salt Lake City. Back to you guys.
Yeah, good point, David. Thank you. It was that win that gave Mike Utah home court.
And gives Utah a Game 7 if one is necessary here in Salt Lake City rather than on the road.
Excellent point. They get the rebound. Malone. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
An and-one machine. Contact has very little effect on Karl Malone.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
Team foul. At the line for Utah, Karl Malone.
And in these particular playoffs, the Bulls have lost 4 of their last 5 on the road. They know they've got to get busy and handle their business now.
Jordan, the pass to Longley. Knocks it loose. Malone with the steal. All alone. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Malone, an outstanding passer at the power forward position. He's got really good floor awareness and has a really good understanding of when to get the ball to the open man. Oh, watch out now. They're mounting a nice run here.
Yeah, they're right back in it. Just got to stick with it.
Here's Jordan. Great touch on the 16-footer. Jordan's got 7 now in this quarter. And the Utah Jazz, Mike, the last 2 years, the best winning percentage in franchise history.
Top 2 in the league. This Stockton-Malone pairing is one for the record books.
History in front of our eyes. You're right. Passes it to Harper. Trying to find Pippen. He's got it now.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And they double up Jordan. Kukoc kicks to Jordan. Back to Kukoc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And now a 6-point...